Love, 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 love. Greetings to each and every one of you guys. Name is Bongo Commander, and I'm all the way from Cape Town. And the reason for today's topic is to talk about the dream towards the restoration of the garden. Basically, if you think about the Garden of Eden, you think about any form of garden, it all starts with the tree, of course. The Bible also expresses the tree of the knowledge of good and evil. But with all these things and all these trees, um, the one thing that really stands out is the fact that this is just a journey for you to actually find your own tree. And we're going to be looking into the Bible and we're going to be looking straight into the parables and what it really means. So, yeah. But one thing that people have to understand that in order for you to restore or go back towards that form of success or that thing that we once had, with the tree, it all starts with first identifying fertility. But in order for you to identify fertility and to understand the tree and the concept and the parable behind the tree of life as well, you have to understand that that tree can mean something different to you. Aside now going from the Bible, we're looking into the Bible talked about the tree of life, but now looking into yourself, it could be the tree of hope. So it starts off with a bit of what are you willing to actually sacrifice? You know, and these are things that you have to remove. Hence why even the first command, uh, when God actually commanded, um, not sure if it was Ezekiel, but he said that you have to uproot first, tear down, and then plant and rebuild. So you have to uproot. Uprooting is very much necessary. Every person that is very much successful in their pathways, because we all have different versions of what success really means, but each and every version requires rule number one for you to sacrifice. You have to be willing to give up something. So take some time off away from the YouTube, stay away from the social media, stay away from spending the money in your favorite restaurant, stay away from the sex that you like, with life or sex or whatever. Stay away from that drink for about dedicate a year away from that. It's gonna be tough, it's gonna be difficult, but if you're willing and you actually have the ability or the capability to actually stay away from that for at least a year, it could actually help because that is the journey you have to understand. You have to understand the real um, capability and the willingness to actually sacrifice what you actually wanted for what you're actually going to become. And these are necessities in order for you to become something even bigger than what you are today. Because you wouldn't be dreaming of success if you still uh, where you or if you were satisfied about where you are. Success is somewhere where you're not, so it requires you to be away from your comfortable place. So it needs to be empty in your room in order for you to understand what what do you need to improve, because there's always room for improvement. But you need to empty out your room. You have to empty out that little thing that you actually love. You have to empty out your fridge. You have to empty out the alcohol for once in a while, so and you have to change your diet now and then. You have to skip on the fries and whatever, you have to look into different forms of diets, different forms of lifestyle. You have to go out there and gym, put in work, and reward yourself after that. But you cannot really do something if you're not willing to sacrifice. You have to be willing to actually go through it. Try semen retention, try no fap, and have your own testimony and see how many people stay, even if they're not willing to stay. Relationship is the most important thing that you can have. However, because even with currency, the most important form of currency is network. So relationship is everything, but you have to be willing to sacrifice that for you to actually go and tap into a higher self and be successful as well. So that's all I have for you today. The concept of today is uprooting and uprooting and uprooting, and I'm going to be dropping a few things and a few content concerning uprooting and my journey throughout uprooting. And then from there on, we are going to go to the next phase of this tree of life. So, yeah, enjoy it.